Hey guys, Nalabyte here, and welcome to Ultimate Trivia Harry Potter. For this episode, I wanted to kind of do something a little more laid back, and I haven't done a trivia video since the Horror Killers, the one where I totally failed in. Um, so I thought I'd do, another one, and I have been in a big Harry Potter kick lately, so I figured I'd do a trivia on this one. This game you can find in the Android Play Store, or Google Play Store, whatever you want to call it. Um, in this one, you can do bits of 10, 25, 50, and all of them is 100. So, we'll do all of them. Why not? Okay. What charm did Hermione miss when she forgot about Charms class? Smiling, laughing, cheering, tickling. I think it was cheering. I think. Ah, yes. Who is the Raven? Excuse me, still got that cough. Who is the Ravenclaw house ghost? The Grey Lady, Nearly Headless Nick, the Bloody Baron, or Moaning Myrtle? Easy. The Grey Lady. I love Harry Potter so much. Which professor of Hogwarts was a dueling champion when he was young? Snape, Flitwick, Lockhart, Sprout. Oh, Snape. Oh, he's my favorite character out of the entire Harry Potter series. I have always loved him ever since the first book came out. I knew he wasn't as bad as everyone said he was. Although sadly now every time I think of Snape, I think of poor Alan Rickman. Rest in peace. God, he was an amazing, amazing actor. So sad when he died. That was Flitwick. Which professor is the head of Ravenclaw House? It's not Snape. Snape was Slytherin. McGonagall was Gryffindor. Flitwick or Sprout? I want to say Sprout was Hufflepuff? I'm actually not too sure. Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff I never really paid much attention to. I'm sorry for all the Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff fans out there. I always get sorted into Slytherin, so of course I pay attention to that one. And then, the story always followed Gryffindor, so... I'm gonna say Flitwick. Yes! Who dropped the candy in front of Dudley? Fred, Harry, Ron, or George? I know it was one of the twins, but I always get the two confused. I want to say it was Fred, but it could also be George. I'm going to say Fred. Ha ha ha. What is the name of the leader of the spiders? Gog, Aragog, Omagog, Aragog. That was Aragog. Oh, I love Harry Potter. How did Harry, Ron, Hermione get out of Gringotts? Oh, that was such an epic one. Disapparated, using the sword of Gryffindor, escorted by the Ministry of Magic, flew out on a dragon. Now, you think that, if you really haven't watched the movies or read the books, you would think maybe they disapparated. Or maybe escorted by the Ministry of Magic. You really wouldn't think they flew out on a dragon, but they actually flew out on a dragon. Who is the Hogwarts school nurse? Edie. That's easy. It's Madame Poppy Pomfrey. Other choices were Argus Filch, Madame Irma Pince, and Madame Hooch, and Madame Poppy Pomfrey. But it was Madame Pomfrey. What is the name of Filch's cat? Another easy one. Miss Norris, Mrs. Norris, Mrs. Morris, Miss Morris. It was Mrs. Norris. How many points is the Golden Snitch worth? 50, 100, 150, 200. Oh, I love Quidditch. I always pictured if Hogwarts was real, I would have been a chaser. I loved the chaser position. I don't think I could have been a keeper, and chasing that snitch around would have just made me sick. It would be bad enough chasing the quaffle. I think it's 150. Yes. Who didn't Harry bring back from the dead? Tonks, Lily, Lupin, James. Harry brought back from the dead. He didn't bring... Unless they're talking about when Voldemort's wand backfired and started spewing out the ghosts, quote unquote ghosts. Well, of course we know Lily and James because Voldemort's the one who killed those two. I believe he was the one who killed Lupin. I'm not entirely sure. I really need to go back and read the 6th and 7th book all over again. I'm gonna say Tonks. Yes. I'm 12 for 12. What type of dragon did Hagrid hatch? Romanian Ridgeback, Norwegian Ridgeback, Rhodesian Ridgeback, I think that's how you say that, Scandinavian Ridgeback. Easy. Norbert the Norwegian Ridgeback. Yes. Who was the oldest of Weasley children? Or who was the oldest Weasley child? Charlie, Roger, Bill, Arthur. Okay, well, Roger wasn't even one of them. Arthur was the father. Charlie and Bill. No, those were both Weasley children. Bill was the one that married Fleur Delacour. I can't ever say her name. He was the one who married Fleur, I believe. Charlie, I believe, was the one who was off doing dragons. I want to say Bill was the oldest. I can never remember that. I want to say Bill was the oldest. Ah, yes. Which house was Cedric Diggory a member of? Poor Cedric. Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor. He was a Hufflepuff. We're going to make sure you guys are still recording since this thing likes to screw up on me. Yes, okay. Just to make sure I don't have to redo these. What fruit did you have to tickle on the painting in order to enter the kitchens? Pear, grape, apple, banana. I actually do not remember this one. I'm thinking it was either the pear or the apple. I honestly do not remember this one, so we're going to say apple. Oh, it was a pear. Dang. What substance does a glass remembrall appear to be full of? Fire, water, black mist, white smoke. That would be white smoke. What kind of animal does Sirius change into? Dog, cat, phoenix, giant squid. That would be a dog. A black dog, to be specific. The Sorting Hat says that if you have a ready mind, you belong in which house? Slytherin, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. A ready mind would be Ravenclaw? Yes, okay. Which Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher was a follower of Voldemort? Lupin, Lockhart, Quirrell, Moody. Lupin wasn't, he was just a werewolf. Lockhart was just an idiot. Complete idiot. Quirrell, he was a follower of the Dark Lord. He was the dude who had him on the back of his head in the first movie. And then Moody, technically, now hear me out, technically Moody was a follower of the Dark Art, or of Voldemort. Now, hear me out. I say this because the Moody that we all got to know in the book wasn't actually Moody. He was actually Barty Crouch Jr.? Barty Crouch Jr. So technically he was a follower of Voldemort, but at the same time the actual Moody wasn't. Just the one that we got to know in the fourth book. I had to think for a minute. But it's Quirrell. Oh, excuse me. How many Weasley children were there? Okay. There was Bill and Charlie, Percy, Fred and George, who were the twins, Ron, and Ginny. So there were 7. Where was the boa constrictor going when Harry let him out of the zoo? Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia. I want to say Brazil, because wasn't that the kind of snake that it was? It was going home. Wasn't it like a Brazilian boa constrictor? And didn't it say something in the books? I don't remember if it mentioned anything in the movies about it, but didn't it say in the books that it was going home? I'm gonna say Brazil. Ha, yes. Who is good-humored and popular with the students of Hufflepuff House? Peeves, the Fat Friar, Nearly Headless Nick, the Grey Lady. Peeves was the poltergeist. I honestly don't remember much about the Fat Friar. I really don't. Nearly Headless Nick was the one, if I recall correctly, was popular with Gryffindor. He was the one who was nearly headless. So an insane amount of chops to try and get his head cut off, and then it didn't end up working. And then the Grey Lady was popular, well, she was pretty much the ghost of Ravenclaw, because she was a descendant of Rowena Ravenclaw. So I'm going to say the Fat Friar. Oh, it's amazing how logic can narrow these down. What phrase does Mad-Eye Moody keep repeating? Never cry wolf, hard work and no play makes Harry a dull boy, constant vigilance, sleep with one eye open. Okay, it's not either of the first two, I don't believe. I want to say constant vigilance. Ha, yes. So we're 23 for 24 so far. What did Neville turn the Bogart into? Ha, that was my favorite. I loved that scene in the movie and in the book. A Dementor, a giant legless spider, a severed head in a mousetrap, Professor Snape with his grandmother's clothes. Okay, well, it wasn't a Dementor. A Dementor is what Professor Lupin thought Harry, or that it was what Harry's Bogart turned into when Lupin thought it was going to be Voldemort. But it was actually going to be a Dementor because he was terrified of Dementors during the 3rd book. A giant legless spider, I feel would be more like an homage to Ron, because wasn't Ron the one that was scared of spiders? I don't know where the severed hand in a mousetrap. I don't remember who that was. I'm pretty sure that was in the book, though. And it was Professor Snape with his grandmother's clothes, because Neville was terrified of Professor Snape. Who switched the sword of Gryffindor? Voldemort, Dumbledore, Ginny, Snape. Well, we know it wasn't Voldemort, and I really don't think it was Ginny. Snape was the one who practically led Harry to the sword, to the real sword. I don't know. I'm gonna say it was, I'm gonna say Snape. Ah, yes, okay. I thought so, but then there was also that scene when they come to take Dumbledore away that kept popping into my mind. And I couldn't remember if he swapped out the real sword with the fake sword before they took it, or I don't know. I had a yeah. Where was the chamber entrance? Great Hall, Slytherin Common Room, Boys' Bathroom, Myrtle's Bathroom. It was in Myrtle's bathroom, which was the girls' bathroom. Moaning Myrtle. Which person was the first out of Voldemort's wand when Harry and Voldemort dueled? Bertha Jorkins, Cedric Diggory, James Potter, Frank Bryce. Okay. Logic can help this one out. If I recall correctly, during that scene in the book, I hope this is going off the books. I don't know if it was the same in the movies, because I can't remember the movies very well. The first one out of Voldemort's wand during the duel scene was the last person Voldemort killed, because it went from earliest, or from most recent to oldest. So that would have been Cedric Diggory, because he killed Cedric Diggory right before the scene, well, before the whole scene and act of them dueling. So I'm going to say Cedric Diggory. Yes! Fourth way there. What birthday does Harry celebrate in the fourth book? 15, 12, 13, 14. Fourth book, he was 14 years old. Who was killed by the basilisk? Nearly Headless Nick. No, because his head was chopped off. Well, nearly chopped off. That's how he died. The Grey Lady. I don't remember how she died. The Bloody Baron. You think I'd remember how he died? I honestly cannot remember. Anyway, it was Moaning Myrtle. She got bit by the basilisk when she was hiding because... No, not Penelope. Was it Penelope? Penelope Clearwater? I want to say it was Penelope Clearwater that was... I could be wrong. That may just be a character from recent Harry years of him or it being in Hogwarts. But I want to say it was Penelope Clearwater that was teasing Moaning Myrtle when she went running into the bathroom and the basilisk attacked her. I can't entirely remember. Who attended the Yule Ball at Hogwarts with Hermione? Ron Weasley, Cedric Diggory, Victor Crumb, Harry Potter. I don't know about you guys, but I still kind of liked Harry and Hermione together. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that one, but I was totally a Harry and Hermione fan. Don't get me wrong, I like Ginny. Ginny was cool in her own sense, but I always just loved Hermione and Harry together. But she went with Victor Crumb, the famous Quidditch player. Who took offense to the symbol Xenophilus? I hope I'm saying that right. Xenophilus. Lovegood War. Arthur Weasley, Victor Crumb, Henri, Muriel, Hagrid. I believe it was Victor? Yeah. I can't remember why he took offense to it, though. What birthday does Harry celebrate in the third book? 15, 12, 14, 13. Easy. 13th, third book, 13th birthday. Which is the second book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. The second book in the series was the Chamber of Secrets. Who teaches Harry how to play wizard chess? Hermione, Ron, Malfoy, Hagrid. That would be Ron. Sorry, I'm trying to power through these a little bit quicker now. Who notices Harry's scar first? Ron, one of the twins, Hermione, Ginny. It wasn't Ron, it wasn't Ginny. I think it was one of the twins? Okay, yeah. What flavor was the every flavored bean Dumbledore ate in the infirmary? Grass, lemon sherbet, coffee, earwax. That would be earwax. I remember that one. Who did Sirius Black attack when trying to get into the Gryffindor common room? Ron, the Fat Lady, Peeves, Sir Cadogan? I don't know. That would be the Fat Lady, because she was the painting who protected the Gryffindor common room. How many fouls are there in Quidditch? Oh, crap, I don't know this one. 600, 700, 500, 2. 700? Oh, that was a lucky guess. Pardon me. What school did the Dursleys say Harry was attending? St. Brutus's Secure Center for Incurably Criminal Boys, St. Brian's Secure Asylum for Incurably Criminal Boys, St. Brian's Secure Center for Incurably Criminal Boys, St. Brutus's Secure Asylum for Incurably Criminal Boys. Well, I know it was a St. Brutus. Secure Asylum or Secure Center. I think it was Secure Asylum. I'm going to say Asylum. Ah ha ha. It was Center. I was close. How long had it been since the Chamber of Secrets had last been opened? 40 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. That would be 50 years. Where does Harry Potter live? 4 Privet Road, 4 Privet Court, 4 Privet Avenue, 4 Privet Drive. That would be Privet Drive. Who enjoys a lively game of head juggle? I actually am really liking this app. It really is pretty good, and it has some really decent questions that actually have to make you think about the books and the movies to actually, get it. So far, I think I'm sitting 40 or 41 right. I think I've only gotten like one or two wrong. Who enjoys a lively game of head juggle? Nearly's Headless Nick, Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, Fat Friar, Sir Nicholas de Mimsey Porpington. I think wasn't that the Fat Friar? Because it wasn't nearly Headless Nick, like you would imagine, because, well, he couldn't juggle his own head. It was nearly headless. And I don't remember the other two. I'm going to say the Fat Friar. Oh, no wonder. I don't remember him. What was Lee Jordan's handle on the radio? River Royal Rodent Rapier. River? Haha. What are used as the primary means of personal communication in the wizarding world? Owls, pigeons, eagles, ravens. That would be owls. Oh, even to this day, I still dream about waking up to an owl scratching at my window with a letter for Hogwarts. Dreams that will never happen, sad face. How many staircases are there at Hogwarts? 142, 68, 214, 1000. I actually learned this recently. Last time my youngest nephew was here, we were talking Harry Potter. And that's originally what made me think about doing this for a video, for the next quiz video I did, was because he had an app. It wasn't this one, it was a different one. But he had an app that we were doing quizzes on. I'd never remembered them saying anything about the staircase. That little turd did. He remembered it. He's huge Harry Potter fan. Huge. So I actually learned this one when he was here. If I recall correctly, it was 142. Haha. What is the name of the first centaur Harry meets? Ronan, Needon, Shodan, Baylor. Or Baylor. That was Ronan. Which professor is an Auror? Moody, Sprout, Hooch, Kettleburn. It's not Hooch or Sprout. Who is Kettleburn? I don't think it was Kettleburn. I want to say it was Moody. Yes, it was Moody. Okay. Which is the first book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. First book in the Harry Potter series was the Philosopher's Stone. How many times was Nearly Headless Nick axed in the neck? 101, 50, 75, 45. If I recall correctly, it was 45. Yes. Halfway done. Almost halfway. Who was the first to think Harry would be a good seeker? Madam Hooch, Professor Dumbledore, Oliver Wood, Professor McGonagall. That would be McGonagall. Which professor despises Harry? McGonagall, Snape, Sprout, Flitwick. Okay. I have a qualm with that. Snape doesn't necessarily despise Harry. He just despises the fact that Harry reminds him of James. That's all it is. James was his bully in school. He bullied the crap out of Snape and ended up marrying the love of Snape's life, Lily. And then to have to protect his son, who looks just like him with his mother's eyes. He doesn't despise him. Okay? He loves Harry. He just despises the fact that he looks like James and that he's James's son. That's the only thing. It's not necessarily Harry that he despises. But in this case, for this question, they're looking for Snape. Yes, I get very debatable about Snape. As I said, he's my favorite. Not to mention, he's the professor of the house I always get sorted into. Who was given 10 house points for having the courage to stand up to his friends? Ron, Harry, Hermione, Neville. That would be my man, Neville Longbottom. He was the true hero of the series. Who did Harry see across the lake? Himself, his father, Snape, Sirius. Well, he thought he saw his father, but come to find out it was himself. What is the emblem of the Gryffindor house? Lion, centaur, griffin, bear. Is it a griffin or is it a lion? I think it's a lion. Yes, okay. I wasn't sure on that one 100%. My brain just, like, wiped out. Who is the Hogwarts school flying teacher? Madame Poppy Pomfrey, Madame Irma Pince, Madame Hooch, Argus Filch. Okay. Madame Pomfrey was the school nurse. I don't remember who Pince was. Argus Filch was kind of like a was his specific title groundskeeper? I can't remember. I thought the groundskeeper was Hagrid. I can't remember Filch's specific job title in the books, but I know it wasn't him. It was Madame Hooch. She's the one who taught Harry and Hermione and all of them in the first book. What is Harry's first child's name? Teddy Remus, Albus Severus, Lily Luna, James Sirius. Teddy Remus was the one, if I recall correctly, that Hermione and Ron took in. He was Tonks and Lupin's son. So it's not him. Lily Luna... I don't think it was her. I don't even remember their daughters. They have a daughter? They have two sons. I can't remember. I guess I need to go back and read that epilogue again. Albus Severus and James Sirius were both their children. But I believe it was James Sirius and then Albus Severus. So I'm going to say James Sirius. Yes. Okay. What do ghosts do on their death days? They disappear for 24 hours. If they throw a party, they play tricks on the living. They decide if they still want to be a ghost. Well, they can't really do anything if they don't want to be a ghost. So I'm going to say they throw a party. Make sure you guys are still there. Yes, you're still there. Okay. What did Rita Skeeter turn into to obtain information at Hogwarts? Tree, wolf, beetle, rat. She turned into a beetle. I hated her. Which professor did Harry see at the Three Broomsticks? Snape, Trelawney, Hooch, McGonagall. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Was it Trelawney? No. No. I don't know this one. For the life of me, I cannot remember. Something's drawing me to Trelawney, but I don't know if that was it. But I'm going to say Trelawney. It was McGonagall. Okay. I couldn't remember. Which is the fourth book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, or Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? That would be the Goblet of Fire. Good book. Who is the Grey Lady related to? We talked about this earlier. The Grey Lady was related to Rowena Ravenclaw. Who was there when Harry got off the night bus? Fudge, Sirius, Dumbledore, Hagrid. That would be the Minister of Magic, Fudge. What is the name of Aunt Marge's dog? Errol. No, Errol was the Weasley's owl. Colonel Fubster. Duddles. Or Ripper. It was Ripper. What birthday does Harry celebrate in the second book? Second book, 12 years old. Who is Lily and James Potter's secret keeper? Dumbledore, Sirius, Lupin, Peter. That would be Peter Pettigrew. The little shite that he is. What piece of Peter Pettigrew's body was recovered when he was quote-unquote killed by Sirius? Hand, foot, toe, finger. That would be a finger. Who was the first person to escape Azkaban? Sirius Black, Bartimaeus Crouch Jr., Cornelius Fudge, Lord Voldemort. Now, me and my nephew argued about this one before we finally chose an answer, because they had the same question on the other app he used. We argued about this one. He swore up and down it was Sirius Black. I had to explain to him that it was Barty Crouch Jr. I was trying to figure out how to say it. It was Barty Crouch Jr. And then I had to go into explaining to him, he had escaped and made, other people think he was dead, and he was impersonating Moody and all that before Sirius even had gotten out. And that was fun to try and explain to him. That kid is stubborn. Who is the Hogwarts school librarian? Madam Hooch, Madam Pomfrey, Argus Filch, Madam Pince. So that's who Madam Pince is. Okay. Which is the 7th book in the Harry Potter series? The Philosopher's Stone, the Half-Blood Prince, the Deathly Hallows, or Order of the Phoenix? That would be the Deathly Hallows. Excuse me. I wish this cough would go away. Who is the Hogwarts school care of magical creature teacher before Hagrid? Sprout, Moody, Hooch, Kettleburn. That's why Kettleburn was reminding me, because it was Kettleburn. What book is Flourish and Blotts refusing to ever stock again? Oh boy, I don't blame him for this one. I remember the answer to this one so well. Broken Balls, When Fortune Turns Foul, Unfogging the Future, Death Omens, What to Do When You Know the Worst is Coming, or The Monster Book of Monsters. Any Harry Potter fan out there will know it is the Monster Book of Monsters, because those things bite. I loved that book. It was so cool. What is the Goblet of Fire? Cup that selected who competed in the Triwizard Tournament. A cup that which past events could be seen in. No, that was the Pensive, I think is what they called it. A portkey of you-know-who, or The Last Challenge. It was a cup that selected who competed in the Triwizard Tournament. What is the name of Draco Malfoy's son? Gregory Goyle. No, that was one of his quote-unquote best friends. Lucius Malfoy, which was his father. Scorpius Hyperion, which is that one. And then Pansy Parkinson, which was one of his little things. I never liked Pansy. I loved Draco Malfoy. He was one of my favorite characters, right up there with Snape. But it's Scorpius Hyperion. Who tried to not carry off his broom with a spell? Snape, Draco Malfoy, Ron, or Quirrell? It was Quirrell. Which of the following is not located in Hogsmeade? Zonko's Joke Shop, Devil's Cakes and Sweets, The Three Broomsticks, Honeydukes. Okay, Zonko's Joke Shop, Three Broomsticks, and Honeydukes, I believe, are all in Hogsmeade, so I'm going to say Devlin's Cake and Sweets. How many goalposts are there in a Quidditch pitch? Okay, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 6. Yeah, because they've got the big one at the top, and then I think they've got one on each side of that one, but lowered down on each end of the field. Who does Harry marry? Albus, Ginny, Lily, Hermione. Spoiler alert, if you haven't read this yet, fast forward. I'm picking now. It's Ginny. Which is the 6th book in the Harry Potter series? Harry Potter, or Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows, Order of the Phoenix, Chamber of Secrets. 6th book in the Harry Potter series would be the Half-Blood Prince. What article of clothing did Dobby catch that set him free? Oh, I loved that one. Pants, shoe, shirt, sock. It was a sock. Because Harry Potter set Dobby free. Which professor is an animagus capable of turning into a cat? Flitwick, Snape, Sprout, McGonagall. That would be McGonagall. Which I'm surprised they really didn't touch more on that in the books. Or even in the movies. Which is the 3rd book in the Harry Potter series? Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince. The 3rd book is Prisoner of Azkaban. What numbered bank vault contains the Sorcerer's Stone at Gringotts? 666, 13, 713, or 1? That would be 713. Because 666 was Bellatrix Lestrange's vault, if I recall correctly. Who is constantly playing tricks on the students of Hogwarts? The Bloody Baron, Nearly Headless Nick, Peeves, or Moaning Myrtle? That would be Peeves the Poltergeist. Which professor is the head of Gryffindor House? Sprout, Snape, McGonagall, Flitwick. McGonagall. On the train to Hogwarts, whom did Scabbers bite? Longbottom, Crabbe, Malfoy, Goyle. We know it wasn't Neville. I just don't remember if it was Malfoy or one of his goons. I'm gonna say Malfoy. Oh, it was Goyle. Damn. What class does Hermione walk out of in anger? Well, okay, I can't say my favorite one, because my favorite one is potions. I love potions. Of course, I'm a true Slytherin. Minus all the backstabbing and all that, of course. Divinations, care of magical creatures, potions, muggle studies. Potions is my favorite, divinations is my second favorite, and she walked out on divinations. That was not one class she excelled in. When does a Quidditch game end? When the seeker falls off his broom, whatever comes first, the seeker catches the golden snitch or the new moon. That would be a really long game. When the seeker catches the golden snitch, when the seeker gets knocked out by a beater. It's when the seeker catches the golden snitch. What school does Dudley go to? Oh crap, I don't remember. Harrow, whatever. Harrow, Grunnings, Eton, I think it's Eton. It could be Eton, I don't know. Or Smeltings. I'm going to say Grunnings because I don't know. It was Smeltings. Okay, I didn't know that one. I did not like Dudley. It wasn't until towards the end when he made peace with Harry that I was kind of okay with him. Who did Harry turn into when he used the Polyjuice potion? Crabbe, Goyle, Malfoy, Snape. Okay, it wasn't Malfoy or Snape. Crabbe or Goyle? Crabbe or Goyle? I want to say Goyle. Yes, okay. Which professor is a ghost? Snape, Binns, McGonagall, Dippet. Well, it's not Snape or McGonagall. I'd love if Snape came back as a teacher, as a ghost. That would just be, oh, I'd love it. Binns or Dippet? I want to say Dippet. I'm going to say Dippet. Oh, it was Binns. Ah, Christ. Who betrayed Harry's parents? Sirius Black, Lord Voldemort, Peter Pettigrew, Albus Dumbledore. That would be Peter Pettigrew. Which one of Malfoy's followers die in the Room of Requirements? Vincent Crabbe, Goyle, Blaise, Pansy. Pansy didn't die. I don't really remember a Blaise. I'm going to say Crabbe. Who is the Hogwarts school caretaker? Well, that answers another question I had earlier of his role, of his official job title. It's caretaker. Madam Pince, Madam Pomfrey, Madam Hooch, or Argus Filch. It was Filch. What creatures feed on positive human emotions? Phoenix, Bogarts, Dementors, Grindylows. Feed on positive human emotion. Dementors feed on the negative emotions, don't they? Or do they, or is the question asking, as in, you know, they feed on it so they take it away from you? I don't think it's Grindylows. I don't think it's Bogart. I really don't think it's Phoenix. I'm going to say Dementors. Okay. I didn't remember any of the other ones doing that. Buckbeak was a stag, rat, hippogriff, werewolf. Buckbeak was a hippogriff. Hims was a beautiful baby, too. I can't remember what happened to him. Did they ever say what happened to him after Sirius died? Because he went with Sirius after they got him away from being executed for, quote-unquote, attacking Malfoy unprovoked. Idiot. But did they ever say what happened to Buckbeak after Sirius was killed? I can't remember for the life of me. If any of you know that answer, please let me know down in the description below. That's something I'm very curious about. Which is the 5th book in the Harry Potter series? Order of Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Goblet of Fire, and the Deathly Hallows. 5th book was the Order of the Phoenix. That was my favorite book. How many players are on a Quidditch team? Aw, crap. Okay, let's see. You've got one seeker. I want to say 2 beaters. And maybe it's 3 beaters. Shit. And maybe 3 beaters and three chasers. Or maybe it's... Is it... No, I think it's... Okay. I think it's 1 seeker, 2 beaters, and 4 chasers. So... 1 seeker, 2 beaters, 4 chasers would be 7. I don't know if I equaled that out right, but I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. It's been a while since I've RP'd any Quidditch. I think the last time I did that was when Harry Potter forms, HarryPotter.com still had their RP form. Oh, geez, that was years ago. That was almost 20 years ago. I'm getting old. That's where I first started role-playing at, was HarryPotter.com, back when they had the forums. Everybody role-played on there. I was 11. My grandma had just gotten a computer, and I was over there a lot because my mom worked for a prisoner transporting company. So I was over there a lot. And she had just gotten a computer. First time I'd ever played on one, and I was addicted. And I roleplayed on there. I was the chaser for Slytherin. Who is the professor, or which professor is the head of Hufflepuff House? Snape, Sprout, McGonagall, Flitwick. Sprout. What birthday does Harry celebrate in the first book? First book, he was 11. What is Aragog's wife's name? Maha, Moham, Masa, Mosag. I don't remember. Oh, crap. I don't ever remember them mentioning Aragog had a wife. Aragog was the huge spider from the... what one was that? That was the 3rd book? That they were in there and they got attacked by Aragog and the spiders. I want to say it was the 3rd book. I could be wrong. It may be a different book. But I'm pretty sure that was the 3rd book. I'm gonna say Mosag. I don't know. I was right, holy crap. That was only a 25% chance I had that right. What is the first thing Mr. Weasley said when he found out that his son flew his car to Harry's house? I remember that. Oh, Mrs. Weasley was so mad. Without me? Oh, no. Did you really? Well, they're only boys. It was, did you really? How much did Arthur Weasley win in the Daily Prophet Grand Prize Galleon Draw? I don't remember. 1,000 gallons. Oh, 700 galleons. Who was teasing Moaning Myrtle? This is answering another question I had earlier. Okay, so Penelope Clearwater was a girl from Harry's era. It was Olive Hornby that I was thinking of. I don't know why I thought Penelope Clearwater. Penelope Clearwater, wasn't she the one that, wasn't she the one that Hermione tried changing into when they were doing the polyjuice potions and she turned into the cat instead? Because she plucked a hair from Penelope's brush and come to find out it was cat hair. Maybe that's what made me think of Penelope Clearwater. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up after this. Tom Malfoy's father, which was Lucius. Tom Riddle, Olive Hornby, or Longbottom's uncle. It would be Olive Hornby. Ooh, 2 more questions. Where in England do Nicholas Flamel and his wife Pernell live? Devon, London, Cornwall, Somerset. I don't remember much about Nicholas Flamel. I just remember a little bit about him and Dumbledore, their interactions. I don't remember much about his wife and where they lived. I guess Cornwall. It was Devon. What did Hagrid name his baby dragon? Norbert, Harry, Noland, Talon. That would be Norbert the Norwegian Ridgeback. Correct. I got 96 out of 105. Well, dang. Well, crap, I was hoping for at least 100, but I guess that's not too bad. Considering all the questions in here, that's really not that bad. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually really, really good. Above 90, 90%? At least 90%, correct? That'd be a passing score in school at least. I don't think it would specifically earn me an O or anything, but I might get an E. So yeah, that was Ultimate Trivia Harry Potter. Not too bad. The questions were actually kind of difficult. They were actually really fun though too. It helped me learn some more, like the ones I guessed on, the very few I guessed on. It helped me learn which was wrong. Hopefully I'll do a lot better next time. But yeah, if you guys play this, let me know what you score down in the comments below. I'd be really interested to see how you guys scored in this trivia. And no cheating by watching my video while you're doing it. No cheating. No using Google. No cheating. No cheating. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys scored down in the comments below. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, mash that like button like it's on a controller, and feel free to comment and subscribe for more content in the future. And as always, I'm Nalabyte, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, guys!